then Cal Vietnam, who was always in the lead, crashed out yesterday.
SEK Racing, Honda SEK.
JRT next to him.
Row 5, Yandra T. Hardika on the second of the Kawasaki's from Victor Racing Team, P19 bike 461. Chung Cheng Yang from TY, the Kawasaki Abayoshi. Indonesia, Japan. And then Malaysia, Vietnam. 8 laps of the circuit. A long way to red lights are on. And we are underway. It's a strong start from Ferozi. The man in P2 has got off to a fine start. Ayoshi again a little bit sluggish, that heavy bike causing a problem or two. But it's Ferozi who's got ahead of Perjuangan. And on the inside, Cal Vietnam has a little look as well, but that's a fine start by Ferozi.
It was absolutely brilliant launch. Made Hurjan look sluggish off the grid, but actually Hurjan's start was pretty good. But like you said, then Ayoshi had trouble getting that Kawasaki off the line. See what he can do with that Kawasaki power to catch up.
Bike number 63. Pops his nose in temporarily in P2 until his teammate Erpen Heikel, JT Racing, regularly middle of the pack, will be looking to get up to the top end of the pack. But is storming away. Erpen Heikel, the only man who's really been able to go with him in this first lap.
From him, but he performed really well yesterday, ended up in P4, and now he looks really strong coming up behind to challenge Ferozi.
At turn 9 and then round 10. Ferozi looking at an injury, missed three results or 3 races in 6 races. At 0 points yesterday, of course. Erpen Heikel, who was fastest in qualification at Mandalika,
and he's got all that power to use up the straight. So it's good news and bad news.
Well, we saw the difficulties have off the start both yesterday and today. The difficulties have off the start both yesterday and today. The Kawasaki of Ayoshi goes forward in 2nd place and then accelerates past Ferozi. He has got ferocious beast-like pace on the long straights. He's got to really utilise that. Cal Vietnam comes through into P2. Cal Vietnam for Honda Racing Vietnam. Year after year after year, we've seen Cal Vietnam get more and more competitive. This season, he's got a race win to his name. He's competing for a top 3 place. He's also got a P2 to his name, as Cal Vietnam, bike number 65.
Yeah, Candra for Yamaha Racing Indonesia.
Interesting to see, well, it was absolutely pouring down with rain, and so the practice was almost immaterial from the back.
Yeah, properly wet warm up, as you say. Now Vietnam takes a look. Yamaha 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Behind them, Honda, Sharafuddin, both Idemitsu Gucci Hondas. Sharafuddin, Asman, still up for grabs. Top speed at the moment, 93 kilometers per hour. That belongs to Chile. Bike number 31 is fastest through sector 1. On the latest lap
Watching here, Des, is that this front 5 group we can see on the screen now.
Vietnam isn't all about Cal Vietnam. Hu Tri is making a move as well. There is Hu Tri, who's going to come through in 16th place. Actually, it's better than that. 14th place. Up the front. Ayoshi
On the run through to turn 1. Lead the pack. Now in turn.
Gets blown away when they come to the long straight from the Kawasaki. So, looks like he's going to get just a little cozy. Might find themselves in trouble.
The thing with the Kawasaki is just to get the power down exactly right near turn 15. Wasn't quite enough yesterday, was it?
No. And it's working for them with Emil Izdar.
It's Jazil Jeremy.
Well, interesting there that the Kawasaki pace didn't really work. This is Gary Salim alongside Emil Izdar for Pittsbike. Gary Salim is a name that we know, a former champion of this category. Again, Cal Vietnam is able to manipulate his way into the lead of the front. We are 1/3 of the way through the race, just over.
Yeah. 1, 2 and 3. Ayoshi on Kawasaki. Just gets it this way.
three manufacturers, different categories, so different the bikes. Kawasaki is heavier, but with more grunt. Honda and the Yamaha's a little bit nimbler, as you can see.
I think Yoshi is got a strong build. He's not one of the smaller riders by any means, Kawasaki.
Yoshi in the green, trails Ferozi in the blue.
Andra Hermawan, wild card in Yamaha Racing Indonesia.
Mitsubishi Honda, of course, this is their home circuit, they have 63.
I think that is Virgin Atner in P9. Here they come. P8.
P8, yeah. Bike number 46. Not too far behind. Yamaha crew look on. Respectful at the moment.
Probably helping Virgin. We know he's running with a double rev cut. The lead that he has over his rivals in the championship.
And once again, the regulations, they work long and hard to try and make this as competitive as possible. Slight handicap. Suffering that handicap at some points. Would take him into the lead in the championship ahead of ramadhipa and injured absentee this afternoon.
I think the longer this race goes on at this pace, the more chance.
Ferozi at 2:27.4, Yoshi at 2:26.95. Now Vietnam, who's the race leader, 2:27.3. Racing Vietnam. USA, Cal Vietnam, and the competitors from Vietnam make them. Vietnam leads the way. Beyond 50% of the race. Ferozi in P2. Sweeping the corners these.
So good to see.
Move for the first time. Malaysian, who's lapped this sepang circuit probably thousands of times in his career. He's in P3, just overtaken by the Yamaha of Ferozi. Now Vietnam has a lead, not by much. And again, Virgin Atner is holding on. Bike number 46, just at the tail of this group. He'll be looking to pick up as many points he can for the final two races.
It's looking increasingly comfortable in this company. It's quite one way, JRT.
Very comfortable, isn't he? He's actually pulled onto that group, and so that leading group of 5 is now a leading group of 6. Charaputin has the lead. Vietnam. You can see how much work Yoshi has to do on that Kawasaki.
But he hasn't let up at all, has he? He's been 1, 2, 3 all the way through. Credit to Cal Vietnam as well. Be interesting build coming up.
Humidity and sepang in Malaysia. It's a test of the... He was more aggressive than Charaputin.
Yeah, he was.
Charaputin couldn't take a drive down the main straight and loses 2 places as a result. 2 laps to go. A lot of work, and have a look at this. Emil Istar Edwan, the local on the local team, Pitts bike, the gold and black livery, Surf and Heikel.
Yeah, this is such an intriguing race because of the variation of bikes. Seeing at the front coming through. Again, hats off to the people who make the regulations.
Honda. Vietnam out, especially this time. They're competing for the race lead. 24 hours can make a difference. It's kilometers still to go. Plenty of changes coming your way, but it's Yamaha Kawasaki, whether or not a bit of fatigue is kicking in on AK Yoshi.
Ferozi too, because he knows after losing grip of championship contention, so close to it before, he's aware of the position of the main rivals there. Virgin is behind him. No, of course, that Gandra is out. He knows that he has to go race by race, score as well as he can. So a win here for Ferozi would be extremely valuable.
Let's not forget, he's looking through it, actually, which are all of them. Cal Vietnam leads the way. The plan from 1 or 2, maybe just 1.
He knows that well.
Cal Vietnam leads. We go into the final lap. And Pitts bike in P2. Might fancy this. Ferozi on the Yamaha in P3. And the acceleration and the power from the Kawasaki right then. Ayoshi, has he made his move now? Has he decided to go
through the twisty sections? He's got Cal Vietnam behind him, then Ferozi. Urgent has made his way up as we thought he might.
Ayoshi tried to make that move, and he hasn't got it. So when it gets technical, when you've really got some hindrance, Cal Vietnam manipulates his Honda more nimbly.
Vietnam ahead, Ferozi knowing that Chip hopes.
There's 46. Charabudin dropped off, but 46 in 6 at the moment.
Like one-way JRC outfit.
Final half lap, and they come up turn number 9, they come up the hill. This is where the Kawasaki might begin to show its power. This is where Ayoshi gets undercut there by Ferozi. Nice line coming in from Cal Vietnam. It's a really good ride from Cal Vietnam. But has he got the pace? Has he got the lead to hold off the power of the Kawasaki coming down the final 2 straights? These 3 are clear, Barry.
Yeah, these 3 are clear. Ferozi really wants this. Cal Vietnam wants another victory that nobody can talk about. Tried to take credit away from him, but he's got that powerful Kawasaki behind him. And we're looking at who's going to fan out. We've seen Ferozi on the go to the left side early, but this time it's Ayoshi. Cal Vietnam still ahead, Des.
Ayoshi lost by 5,000 of a second in race number 1. Is he going to get closer this time? Cal Vietnam on the inside. Ferozi on the Yamaha. Right then, Ayoshi tries to come out once again. Ayoshi for the second straight race. Ayoshi beat on the line. And it's Ferozi who holds on for the victory. A P3 for Cal Vietnam. Ferozi on Yamaha. Ayoshi Kawasaki. And Cal Vietnam emulates a terrific P4. Canberra on a very good climb.